In this video, I'm going to be going over multiple different plays that have some very big catalysts. I have a $9 million penny stock trading at 56 cents that has a $350 million merger expected to close soon, a tiny 10 million share float, and nobody really knows about this one. It is still under the radar as they did actually announce this back in January, and this is expected to close soon. If you are enjoying this content, drop a quick like on the video. Make sure you have the notification bell turned on. I also have a stock with a 1,000% cost to borrow, very high short interest, primed up for a very big squeeze. Just closed an offering, so they do have cash. Do have some concerns with this play, but volume is coming in. If it does hold over this level on the chart, could see a very big move. We do have the Trump and Biden debate tomorrow night, so I have two Trump stocks that are on high watch that could absolutely explode. As long as you think Trump is going to dominate this entire debate, you could actually do call options on one of these plays and make a tremendous amount of money, as these do run with any positive Trump headline. So volume is already coming into both of these plays, and we have a very big catalyst, like I said, with the debate happening tomorrow night. And then just yesterday we had some massive news come out with RIVIAN, which is an EV company, ticker RIVN, secured a $5 billion investment from Volkswagen and will launch a joint venture. So with this news, we have EV companies, even Tesla is up around 5 or 6%, which is my number one growth stock. With all this happening, Faraday Future, which is a meme stock EV company that ran from basically 4 cents all the way to $4 for a 12,000% gainer, and that is backed by a very big cult on Reddit and everywhere else, guys. So can FFIE have another historic run, as it is up and did close up 73% today? We have some massive catalysts. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the upcoming events with Faraday Future. So this is something you have to watch, as this one is squeezing today and potentially can continue to squeeze. I actually called this play out, ticker FFIE, back before the squeeze happened. I actually called out Faraday Future at 6 cents. I told you guys in this video, you can go watch it right now, that this one would squeeze, and that's exactly what happened. This ran from 6 cents all the way to $4 and had a massive 12,000% gain. So this was caught on the channel before the run, and as of right now, Faraday Future is trading at 46 cents, but did close up 73% today. We're going to talk about, can this one have another historic squeeze? We're going to talk about what is going on. So basically, they have until August 30th to regain compliance organically. They do have an annual shareholder meeting coming up where they do want to basically propose a reverse stock split. Did propose a stock split up to 1 for 40, but they do have a deadline of August 30th. So the final ratio will be determined by the board after stockholder approval, with the option to abandon, delay, or postpone the reverse stock split, said Faraday Future. So basically, they could come in this meeting and say, if they do not basically get organic compliance by basically 10 trading days or just before that, before the August 30th deadline, they could basically just go ahead and do a reverse split, but have the option to wait to see if they can get the price up organically. So basically, you already read the filings, everything. That's exactly right. I confirmed these articles, and that is what is going on with ticker FFIE. So if all these apes basically continue to bring the stock price up to $1 plus, they can basically wait this out and regain compliance organically, as long as the board doesn't go ahead and basically force a reverse stock split. FFIE, Faraday Future, is one to watch very closely, as we do have two scenarios, and one of these could cause another historic squeeze. Because we do have 20% short interest, which is not near as much as we had near that massive run just a few months ago. Still enough short interest, if everything does line up right, could see a continuation. Just basically depends on the catalyst. The stock I want to look at is ticker VINE, Fresh Fine Wine Inc., trading at 58 cents, up 27% today. Actually had an 8K filing come out just in January, proposing, or basically saying that they are going to close on a merger, which is expected to close soon, a $350 million merger for a $10 million company. You have to watch ticker VINE very closely, as this could be some very big news. See this 8K filing back in January that they do have this merger with Notes Live, which has a valuation equal to $350 million. So this is a $350 million merger anticipated to close soon for a $10 million company. One thing they did mention in this filing, as contemplated by the merger agreement, FFIE intends to effect a reverse stock split at or around the effect date of the merger at a ratio that results in the FFIE common stock satisfying the initial listing standards of the New York Stock Exchange. So basically that is something else to look at, but they do either way. It is a $350 million merger expected for a $10 million company. Either way, you have only looks like they only have $100,000 cash on hand. That's the only concern I have that could potentially cause dilution, as they do need capital and stuff like that. They don't really have any warrants to worry about until 125 plus. So this is one to watch with a massive merger pending. Is KAVL, which has a massive 1,000% cost to borrow fee, and according to Ortex, when I checked earlier, have no shares available left to borrow. Still a highly shorted stock, trading at $1.53. You can see, like I said, 1,000 cost to borrow, 1,000%, over 50% short. I think actually some of these shorts are starting to cover, according to live short interest on Ortex. And basically, if it did break over this $1.55, it could see a massive squeeze. We also have a pretty big gap to fill in the daily chart, as you can see right here. Have a big gap all the way to basically just under $3. So looking at this one, I said if we did break around this level over 155, could see a massive move. Did actually break this level earlier back when I said that, and we ran all the way to $1.75. We do have some toxic warrants at $1.53. That is a concern, but one thing, one positive, they did just recently regain compliance, and they did just close an offering for $6 million. So it looks like they do have cash as of right now, and basically sold 3.9 million units for a price of $1.53 per unit, which is basically gave them $6 million. Common warrants have an exercise price of $1.53 per share and are exercisable immediately. So this is, these toxic warrants we are worried about exercised as of right now. So that's one concern, but they did just close this offering, do have some cash for right now, and a small 900,000 share float, it looks like. So this is a micro float play that reached $1.76, but basically on the 1 hour it wicked over. It did not have a strong hold over it. So let's see if we do actually confirm a better hold over this one, and we could see another move. This is a micro float play, had some nice volume today, and is highly shorted. Is known for historic runs. As you can see, this one did run in the past many different times. Does have this big gap to fill all the way to $3 or just under that level. So still on high watch, ticker KAVL to talk about. You can see AGBA was called on August 3rd at $1.15. I told you guys that this was the bottom, and basically said that in this video. Next year, this is a good time to buy it, but that's just an idea here. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. Basically told you guys that it was a good idea to buy this one before anybody was even talking about it on YouTube at $1.15. As of right now, it is trading just under $3. This one is on watch to see if they do have any news, as they are approaching a $4 billion merger. If it does go through, we get some more details or progress announced with that. This one could have a very big run, just depends on that catalyst. I've made multiple different videos, probably 5 or 6 videos on this company, but AGBA and Triller merged to create a $4 billion powerhouse, unleashing game-changing power in digital content and financial services. Basically a platform. Triller is to basically a direct competitor to TikTok's. AGBA stockholders will own 20% of the combined company, while Triller stockholders will own 80% of the combined company. So if this merger goes through, you're getting an extreme discount just by owning 20% of the combined company, because this is a $4 billion merger, right? So you get 20% of $4 billion, which is 800 million. you look at AGBA's current market cap, which is, as of right now, AGBA is a tiny, basically $228 million market cap. Like I said, AGBA shareholders will own 20% of the combined company, which is valued at $4 billion. So that basically means you are getting, buying a company, a stock that's worth $228 million. And upon that, once this merger completes, it will be worth $800 million. So it's basically like you have a $3 stock and it is going to be worth $12 in terms of the market value after this merger completes, is basically what it means. So that's something really big. So basically watch AGBA, as we are expecting a merger to be finalized very soon. That's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about these plays, any other plays you're watching, and I will see you